Fire investigators up to late this week were yet to determine crucial information regarding the early morning fire that gutted Hazim's shoe store and likely affected an adjoining printery in Road Town on Tuesday, September 6th. Chief Fire Officer Zebulon McLean said efforts are still being made to determine the cause of the fire, whether the properties were insured, as well as the estimated value of the damaged properties. He said it appears to be total loss at the shoe store, which is located on the ground floor.
It looks like a total loss downstairs, definitely. I don't see them as being able to salvage anything from down there. Everything was burnt out, unfortunately. This is the part of the job that we don't like. We know that we have a purpose in this society to protect property and persons, but then when you see people who have sustained great loss, it still affects you. And my heart goes out to the owners and the families, because you know they're going to be struggling not only to rebuild this part of their life, but also to come to terms with what happened and try to move on from now.
The chief fire officer said members of the public minutes before 2 in the morning on Tuesday first alerted fire personnel about the blaze. The fire department eventually managed to extinguish the blaze, and an investigation has been launched.
Apparently the fire had been burning for quite a while, and then something happened that caused the glass and different things to rupture. So persons who were in the area heard the sound, observed that there was a fire, and called us straight away. But then we got down there, of course, the fire, which had been burning for a while, had crept not only through the shoe store, but upstairs to the Bowler's printery. And I have to say that I give the public a tremendous amount of credit and thanks, because if they had not called at the time that they did, that fire might have continued and pretty much engulfed the entire building. So we owe a huge debt to the people who were able to see it and to call us. I also have to give credit to my officers. They were there, they got from the station to the scene in less than a minute, and they were able to attack that fire and keep it from spreading any further. If that fire had gotten into the roof or into the clothing store next door, it could have been a different story. But those officers held it at bay. They kept it down, they cooled it off, and they put it out. And I have to definitely give them credit, to the public and to the fire officers. Some damage to the upstairs, yes. The roof sustained damage to the northern side of the building, as well as there might have been some water damage to ceiling tiles and to maybe some products that was there in a storeroom someplace. But I can't really comment on the full extent of the damage, because the appraisers and those are the persons that have to come in and give me a definite idea.
On the morning of the fire, the operator of the badly damaged Hazim's shoe store was spotted at the scene, looking on as investigators combed through the rubble for clues.